thrown off here.
I thought you pulled out chips. Mid-snack. Just mid-podcast snack. That's funny.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Tahir Moore.
And I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
Hey, what up? We have a guest today.
We have a guest.
What's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley, nigga. You got like a stage name? Is it just like straight up Ashley dot?
I'm just Ashley.
Just Ashley.
Just young Ash
Sure. Well,
Pash.
welcome, Ashley.
Or Ash Pash.
Yeah, Ash Pash.
Ashley is you're a flight attendant, right?
Yes.
We are constantly talking about flying and the secrets of flight attendants. So shout out to the Patreons. The patrons are watching live right now.
Yeah.
Early access. But not only that, we will be doing a exclusive interview with Ashley. ... And we're gonna be. I'm gonna be getting all the secrets of flight attendants. Because
As am I. I know a lot of them already. I know Ashley before, so she told me some stuff. It definitely changed the way I fly.
I want to hear everything these pilots and whatnots are doing.
Oh, she told me some juicy shit about the pilots, and that's why it's only available on the Patreons, because this shit has to stay private. You understand me? When I tell you it is some juicy, so if you're not subscribed to our Patreon,
It's some juicy.
Yeah, it's some juicy. It's moist as hell. If you're not subscribed to our Patreon, you definitely need to do that, because that's the only way you can see this exclusive interview with young Ash Ketchum. That's her Twitter handle.
Okay, that you should have said
Ash
that.
Pash for life.
Yeah, you should have said that.
Yeah, right? It's pretty cool.
Ash Ketchum.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, so what song are we doing? Are we doing something airline related? Is we doing like, I don't know, it's not like an airline music, huh?
What did we last week? Last week was weird. I say we go either
Elevator.
You want? I'm good with elevator if you want to do it, or either elevator or 90s. You know what? We should since the Patreon's alive, let them pick. All right. So what should we do, guys?
What genre? All right. I guess every time we do this, y'all just have y'all genres ready next time, because as soon as we say, "Hey, what up? It's Damn Internet, You Scary," be like bluegrass, nigga.
Yeah, bluegrass, nigga.
That's what I want.
That's probably never been used in a sentence before.
Never.
Bluegrass.
Somebody said 90s. Somebody said EDM.
Oh, no, EDM.
Yeah.
No.
We did EDM before though.
Is this a Stormtrooper AirPods case?
Smooth jazz.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Star Wars.
I wish.
Not at all.
Star Wars cut the check, bro. Trust and believe.
I
We
would
gonna
dress
be
like a
acting
stormtrooper.
different.
Right.
Reggae, smooth jazz, EDM, 90s.
What about reggae?
Somebody just said thugger. I don't even know what that means.
Thugger?
Thugger.
Is that a
That's
A
young
genre?
thug. Oh, you damn right. It's a genre. It's a movement. It's an artistic movement.
Well, if that's the case, then we should do thugger, and you should lead it.
Thugger.
Okay. I guess I'm doing the beat then, since you're gonna do thugger.
Oh God.
And Ash Pass, you can get in where you fit
Those are
in.
big heels to fill. I don't know if I can do it.
Young Thug?
Yo.
Young thug. Okay.
Somebody said 90s Luda. How crazy would that be if we had
I
to?
like that.
Let's do that.
I like that.
That's a lot easier.
Let's do that.
Are you-
90s Luda.
Are you rapping or which one do you want to do?
Are you good with Luda? You got
I'm
good
good
Luda?
with Luda.
Okay. I'll do the beat.
Okay, cool. All right. So Ashley, what you will do is you will either get in with the ad libs or you'll help out with the beat. Whichever one you feeling at the time, you can jump in, or you can do both if you want. Yeah. Coming through. Yeah, you know what it is. Luda. Just picked up a dump truck. The girl got a big butt. Came through with a smack like, what the fuck? It's ludicrous, baby. And it's going crazy. Just picked up a lady back Harry. Damn, internet, you're so scary. I just saw Panda eating S like Amanda. What? Come through slapping big butts everywhere. Big butts everywhere. Come on. I don't know why I made it like. I was just trying to be animated with it. And
That's how he was.
Yeah, he was.
Luda. A big gold ass, pocket full of cash. He did not say I have a big old ass.
Yeah, he did not. That would be weird if he would have said that.
Oh, he said just seen a big old ass.
Yeah.
What did he say? What did he say? Oh, systems on blast. I
Systems
got
on
a big
blast.
old ass.
That would have been weird.
You never know the
But I want to know who would have who would
Luda
have
the
called him on it.
Stallion. Imagine Luda down low like Meg doing the flappy thing.
Oh, Ludacris he made rap fun for
Ludacris
years, bro.
was tight. Even at the time, I was like, man, I could tell he don't got like bars like these New York niggas and stuff, but he was just like
He was spitting though.
He for sure spit, but he was never. You know what? Luda had bars.
Luda had
low-key.
bars on.
He was
Luda
just
had
never.
bars.
He was just never talked about in the same conversation.
You know
with
why?
bars.
Because it wasn't so much like he came out so high energy and positive, and it was fun. When he did talk about guns and shit, you didn't really believe him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because he was
Luda
so.
looks like he'd shoot
he was
somebody.
he looked like he would pay somebody to shoot somebody.
He ain't believable in Fast and the Furious.
I think he would fight, but I don't think he would shoot nobody, which is good. That's a good thing, man.
He had
What's the
Not
use of getting
aggressive
all
in
this
that
money?
movie. I feel like he was just the brains behind it, wasn't he?
He's not that aggressive in Fast and the Furious, but
He was like, you're right. He was kind of like the brains of Fast and
Yeah,
Furious. He
he's
kept
like-
coming
but he
up
had
with plans.
cornrows. That's not what we're not talking about.
For a long
He had
time, too.
cornrows
For
for
a long time.
longer than
I mean, but
normal.
Pusha T still has those braids. He got plaits.
Well, then that's confirmed that he kills people.
Oh,
But
yeah. Yeah.
If you had him back in the day, it was considered.
Mm-hmm.
As long
You know
as
what I
they're
mean?
dusty.
Your
They're
gangster
fresh,
was
then I
up
don't
for
know.
consideration. I like Ludacris.
Low
I like
key
him.
though, the first time I heard Ludacris was on Timberland and Magoo's first album. He had a song on there called Fat Rabbit. Let me touch it. Let me see
Talking
it.
about
Let me
the,
grab it. That Fat Rabbit. That was the first time I heard Luda, and he was spitting. I mean, like
Never heard it called the Fat Rabbit.
spitting. And I was like, yo, whoever this is, I'm a fan. Yeah, chicks used to call it Rabbit.
Like a rabbit. I
Yeah,
got my
the Fat
rabbits.
Rabbit. Mm-hmm.
Huh? When did it change to monkey?
That was after Rabbit. Here's the thing, back in the day, so cock was penis, and then at one point cock was vagina too.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it was weird. Like
I was like in the 1930s.
We got no updates. We got no like letters in the mail, like letting us know things had changed because there was no Twitter and Facebook. It was just like one day it was cock, and then
How do
it
you get
wasn't.
this-
Like
how do you
really
get
fast,
this
it wasn't cock.
I think somebody had both, and they went with that.
It was very,
I'm
very,
confused.
very weird. Like remember when Ratchet was just a gun, and then it
It's like
changed
7
to
things now.
yeah, then it changed to behavior. I'm like,
Yeah.
who's okaying these changes without like bringing it to the committee first? and Ratchet, when Ratchet changed, I feel like Twitter was out. Like we should have brought that to Twitter before y'all just made that type of decision. So.
This is unrelated, but you brought up Magoo. Can we just talk about how bizarre of a rapper Magoo was? Like, did you ever listen to a full Magoo album?
I jumped in the party, all over my body.
I'm about to listen to his whole discography because I wasn't really like into
3 albums.
comedy.
It's 3 albums.
Yeah,
That's
it's a quick list.
yeah.
It's a quick read. But like at the time, I wasn't into comedy. But he's kind of hilarious. Like
Yeah.
he raps like he's slipping downstairs. He's like, my name Magoo out.
Oh, he's just slipping. He can't get his balance.
He's like carrying pies. It's like a 3-minute long fumble.
Oh man.
Shout
Okay.
out to Magoo.
You
All right.
have to talk just a little bit more into the microphone. Or
Yeah.
Raise your volume.
Yeah,
got
just
it.
talk at
Okay.
a human ear
Okay.
level.
I don't know why she acting shy either. Ash ain't shy. She be talking
Because
big
I don't
shit
know
when
who
we out.
Magoo is. Who's
Well,
Magoo?
You don't know Magoo from
Never
Timberland and
heard.
Magoo?
I know Timberland, but I don't know Magoo.
Timberland and Magoo were out first. I think
Timberland
I wanna
tried
say
Magoo first and was like, and then got Missy.
Missy,
and was
yeah.
like-
I want to say they predate
Okay.
Missy.
Huh?
But they, I
Okay.
want to say
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
predate Missy.
They do, for sure.
And then because he was rocking with Aaliyah right around the time that they came out.
Lots of love.
They all from like that DMV area too. So yeah, it was dopeness.
Yeah, I'm super fly.
Super duper.
Wait, somebody
I
posted
like-
something and they said, Missy, you got 24 hours.
That was
Yo,
Guap
I was
Dad.
just
She
gonna
came back.
say, yo, Missy
That was
is
Guap.
really with the
She
shits,
really-
bro. Like she really be
Guap.
responding to the fans within 24 hours.
Well,
Like,
that was
that's
Guap
so
Dad.
cool. Oh, that was Bob Dad.
Yeah, he was in a car like doing like Missy, you
like
got
a
24
yellow,
hours,
orange
and then
shit.
Missy did it back and it was like OG vintage Missy. She
I
looked like she still had the
love
trash
it.
can, the trash bag,
bag.
the Glad outfit, and she was just doing all
Yo,
the
Bob
books and
Dad
stuff.
is so fucking funny, dog.
He gets it. He just gets it.
We gotta get him on the show.
Let's hit him
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna hit Guap
Big
up and try to get him on
Guap.
the
See if
pod.
he come
Somebody
through
put
with
on a
the
trash bag.
Yeah, I
Farrakhan
want
Falcon
It's too hot for that.
do rag.
Farrakhan on Falcon is hilarious.
All right, I got to tell you guys something. Because there's a lot of false information going around on the internet about health, and we know that health is a very big deal right now. All right, so doctors as well as I, we just want you guys to know: don't put potatoes in your butt to cure hemorrhoids.
I think it's gonna make it worse.
Who thought that was a good idea though?
Don't put no potatoes
Is it a
in
whole
your
potato?
butt.
Like maybe French fries?
Well, apparently, doctors are warning people to stop putting potatoes up their butts as a hemorrhoid cure after various websites suggested the dangerous idea.
I think it's gonna make it worse.
There's no medical evidence to support the quote-unquote cure. Dr. Diana Gall said there's no medical evidence that putting frozen potatoes inside the anus can help cure piles. I guess that's what that little bunch of grapes that comes out your butt is called. So I would urge caution to anyone thinking of doing it. You should drink plenty of fluids and maintain a fiber-rich diet and try having regular warm baths to ease itching and pain. But no frozen potatoes up the butt.
Why would people think that frozen potatoes would be the why not
frozen?
Yeah,
Oh.
maybe cold soothes it.
yeah.
Yeah, but why not like a anal plug? Because I feel like they're doing it like to like to stop the hemorrhoids from continuing. Because you get it from like pressing too hard, right? And then your asshole basically falls out. Is that what hemorrhoids
No,
are?
that's not.
I think that's what hemorrhoids are, right? When your asshole
Yeah,
falls
when you
out.
press too hard and then you
Well,
you push
sometimes
your
you get
muscle
hemorrhoids on
through
the
it.
inside.
You can?
Yes, you can get them inside and outside.
But it's like an inflamed butthole, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
I hear it looks like a bunch of grapes.
So put an anal
But
plug
look.
in the freezer and then put that in your butt.
That might feel a lot better.
Well, before your sick logic goes into it, it says website suggested the idea due to potatoes having astringent properties and can help loosen the blood vessels in the anus. The advice says to leave
that's
the
the
frozen
porn star.
potato slice for 30 seconds and repeat the process for 3 to 5 days to reduce the pain and swelling. So these are sliced. What are those? Steak cut?
Oviedo
Wedges.
crunchy fries. Oh, gross.
So you pull the potato out and it has sour cream, and you're like,
Yeah,
"Whoa! I didn't put
right.
sour cream on this."
Somebody said that they heard you say that in Cosby's voice. Don't put
That's
potatoes
what's
in your
prolapse.
butt.
Don't put the potatoes. Nah, I
Don't
can't do
put
it. There.
potatoes in your butt.
I can't impersonate anybody. It's probably because I've never practiced, but every impersonation I do is right there on the spot and no practice. I'm hearing it for the first time too, so don't judge me.
I can do a couple impersonations. I can do Tony Baker.
Do Tony Baker, please.
All right, Tony Baker. Here's Tony Baker. You know what I'm saying, man? Cause like trees, man, they just be they be congregating, man. You know. I feel like I used to be able to do it better. Hold on, wait. I can do it better. Hold on. Tony Baker. Here's Tony Baker. I'm trying to think of one of his jokes so I can do it. No, man, those really be. I can't do it. I lost it. I used
Let me
to be
try
able to do
one. This is my impersonation, Tony Baker. Y'all ever killed a spider?
When did he start smoking?
Tired spiders just be up there in the corner just looking. You don't know which eyes to look. And they just be in there, and then you throw them off, and they're like, "How dare you kill me, Tony Baker?"
That was a good.
That's better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
All right, who else we got?
I got
Doughboy. Do Doughboy.
My own words. That's just
Pretty good one.
yeah. It's just Doughboy just likes to hear his own voice sometimes.
Can you do Kev?
He does do that. He got you. He really got you.
He
I'm a
doesn't shake
father.
off.
I love my kids.
That's you, Kevin.
Here's Donald Duck. But I cannot make him say anything. I can just do.
That's the sound.
Tony Baker, Kev on stage, Donald Duck.
Yep. I'll save the best for last. This is Donald Duck having a fit. That's it. That's what I got. That's what I'm bringing to the table.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say for this.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Besides, you clearly practiced this.
Yeah, I used to do it as a kid.
Yeah.
That's why I break out at the party. Everybody else is drinking punch. I'm like,
No, that's it's the noise. It's It's the noise he makes when DoorDash ruins his order.
I can do cartoons. I can do Goofy. Gosh.
Why?
Because I used to watch a lot of cartoons.
Were you training to be a pedophile?
And Scooby Doo. Like I can do those, but like it's not I can't do many. Like
I can't do any.
You can't do any?
No.
Try one.
I never tried.
Who's your favorite cartoon character? You don't have a favorite cartoon
I
character?
don't know. I'm not off the top of my head.
What's a favorite cartoon character?
I would say the Flintstones.
All right, do your best Fred Flintstone. Go.
Wilma.
Oh God!
Oh,
you didn't even try.
You could have went with Bam Bam.
You even did the I don't know her name arms. All right. Well, speaking of fired,
Yeah.
you will never believe what's going on in old school hip hop. Public Enemy just announced that Flavor Flav is fired.
Wow.
Flavor Flav at 100 years old is just now getting removed from Public Enemy.
Do they
What?
still put out music?
Well, technically, Chuck D
Chuck D
owns
was still
the name.
rapping, yeah.
He owns the name, so he can still put out music, and I think they have like a radio station, Public Enemy Radio. But they are moving forward without Flavor Flav, and they said we thank him for his years of service and wish him well.
It took that long for them to do that because of Flavor of Love and those failed chicken restaurants that he opened. That's why
Failed chicken restaurants?
Flavor Flav had a couple chicken restaurants that went under pretty fast.
What were they called?
I don't know. Chicken nigga.
Chicken nigga.
So apparently, this dismissal came 2 days after the rapper sent a cease and desist letter to Bernie Sanders over Chuck D's concert at the campaign's Los Angeles rally. It's super random. I guess Chuck D he still wants to perform. It's a free live streamed Sanders rally. But the cease and desist letter came to Sanders' office Friday by Flavor Flav's lawyer, and it accused the campaign of using Flavor's unauthorized likeness, image, and trademarked clock to promote the rally, even though Flavor Flav has not endorsed any political candidate.
Flavor Flav should be honored that anyone wants to use his likeness because he looks like Flavor Flav.
Very true.
If flavor and seasoning looked like Flavor Flav, we would all cook like white people.
Time looks kind of like Flavor Flav. You ever seen Time?
Who was that? Oh,
Thyme and turmeric mixed together with maybe some Worcestershire sauce. That's Flavor Flav. That's the flavor. Thyme, turmeric, Worcestershire.
oh man!
But apparently, at the bottom of the cease and desist, Flavor Flav wrote, "Hey Bernie, don't do this."
Yo, he should be honored. Anybody is rocking with him. Here's my thing. You gotta think about your legacy, man. Like, who would he rather be attached to? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what political party would you rather be attached to other than Bernie? Bernie is the one who's really trying to do the most of the people, which is why I think he won't win. But in my opinion, but who else would you rather be attached to?
Well, I guess it ain't even that. Chuck D apparently has had it with Flavor Flav. He says that he basically said Flavor chooses to dance for his money and not do benevolent work like this. He had a year to get his act together and get himself straight, or he's out. Basically, they told him that a long time ago. He said his last straw was long ago. It's not about Bernie with Flav. He don't know the difference between Barry Sanders and Bernie Sanders.
God.
He don't know either. Flav refused to support Sankofa after Harry Belafonte inducted us. He don't do that. He said, they focus on issues of injustice that affect the disenfranchised, the oppressed, and the underserved. Which low key, that's how they came out. They came out with fight the power. And all that.
They were for the people.
But I guess he's I guess Flavor's not on that no more, and he's
He
done.
should, because Flavor got like 13 kids. He need to be doing whatever is gonna bring in a check at this point.
Yeah, he basically said if there was a bag, Flav would have been there front and center. He will not do free benefit shows.
That's so crazy.
He's just been, I guess.
Here's the thing, though. Like, in reality, we can all do without, yeah, boy. Nobody's going to miss. Nobody's going to miss that.
Flavor Flav has been his own thing for a while.
Yeah. Flavor of Love was, when he let Pumpkin stay on Flavor of Flav, Flavor Pumpkin. That was the white chick that spit on New York.
Ooh,
I don't
yeah,
remember.
that was
I remember that one episode, and I remember New York because she got the spinoff I Love New York, and she created her own little show. But Pumpkin spit on New York, and New York was like, "Bitch, did you spit on me?" and grabbed her
And beat her up?
Mm-hmm. We'll try to. The producers come in to get her.
Yeah, I guess it's,
that's like so long ago.
It was a long time ago.
Minute ago.
It was a long
But yeah, ever since then, Flavor Flav has kind of been his own entity anyway. So I feel like we'll still get the same amount of Flavor Flav that we were getting, if we were getting any. But that,
I was not checking for it.
That is weird. It's a weird time to get fired. That's like if one of the Boys to Men got kicked out at this point, or somebody in Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire is more like that. Rose looks like Flavor Flav smiling if you
shit.
pointed at the camera.
That what?
That rose. It would look like Flavor Flav smiling.
It's messed up.
Yeah, boy.
You didn't deserve that.
Yeah, well, anybody can get it, including Flavor Flav.
Yeah. No, don't say that about him. Ow! Ow!
What just happened? You all okay?
Ow!
What is?
I didn't do anything.
That's the sound I used to make when I nicked my balls when I was before Manscaped's new lawnmower 3.0. Those yells and shrieks are a thing of the past now. Oh, we have commercials. So, basically, man, thanks to Manscaped, these type of accidents are a thing of the past. All right, no more cuts and nicks with the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0. This is the 3rd generation trimmer, and it features advanced skin safe technology so that you can keep your bad boys nice and smooth and no more screaming and ow, ow, ow coming from the bathroom. All right. Apparently, their engineering team spent 18 months perfecting the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created.
Smooth as eggs.
Yo.
Smooth as eggs.
And
18 months.
We talked about this before because when we first signed up with Manscaped, we were supposed to get the 3.0, and then they recalled it. They was like, "Nah, we could do better."
It ain't ready.
Yo, that's engineering quality, and I can appreciate that.
They had a pair of balls in the lab that weren't as silky smooth as they wanted them, and then they just went back to the drawing board and they came out with the 3.0, and now ain't no nicks. Who's Nick? Ain't no cuts, no scrapes, no bruises, no black eyes. And that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Shaving balls and get a black eye.
You would be shaving very aggressively if that happened. But one of the coolest features is the LED light, which illuminates the grooming areas for a closer, more precise trimming. And it got a charging stand.
It does.
You know,
I have it now.
I have it too.
Oh, they sent you the one too? The 3.0?
Yeah, sent it to me.
Oh, very nice.
I was like, oh, he's a good salesman. But yeah, go ahead and get on the train. You gotta try this out for yourself. 20% off and free shipping if you use the code DIYS at manscaped.com.
That's MANSCAPED.com with the promo code DIYS. Again, MANSCAPED.com and promo code DIYS.
20%
Your
off.
balls will thank you.
20% off. That was a really aggressive commercial. I'm sorry. That just came at you like.
I was like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah, our commercial transitions are on point, as the young people say. What is not on point, though? Donald Trump being referred to as the first black president. Have you guys seen this?
What?
Have you guys seen this Coonathon? So, apparently, social media is going apeshit because there was a Black History Month White House roundtable where he just invited a bunch of like prestigious black people who represent the entire culture, apparently.
Is that where that picture came from?
Huh?
Well, all the black people were around? Is that what that picture?
Yes.
Oh.
And one of them was like, I don't want to interrupt, but I just got to say, because it's Black History Month, man, you're the first black president. And he was like genuinely like, yeah. Listen to this. Listen to the Coonie.
Mr. President, I got don't want to interrupt, but I gotta say this because it's Black History Month. Man, you the first black president.
The disrespect.
I'm glad he was off camera. Because I guarantee if he would have been on camera saying that, Twitter
He was on
would
camera.
have found him. He was on camera
Oh,
saying
no,
that?
not the person.
Yeah,
no,
that-
they
He
know.
have a target on his face.
Yeah, Twitter would have did they
Twitter
thing.
finds out.
Twitter will find out.
Twitter finds
Because somebody, I guarantee somebody was recording separately on their phone, even though they probably wasn't supposed to. And somebody's going to leak it like, yo, this was
Everybody
y'all
in the room was whack. Everyone around him was like, woo, yeah. And it's
I feel like they might have been paid actors, bro. Like, who's really doing that?
Here's the thing: if you're a black person and you're for Trump, that's totally fine. Like, it's not a race thing at this point. Yes, Dr. Trump, I almost said. Yes, Donald Trump has proven time and time that he's a bigot and a racist. But there are some black people who maybe he has tax benefits that are helping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trump is helping some people, and I don't just judge black people. I inquire, but I don't judge black people immediately just for just rocking with Trump. It's not about that, especially for this. We had a black president last, Barack Obama. So
8 years.
We made history when we did that. So to be actually somebody who was called in to do that for Black History Month, and then to say something like that and cheer, just to shit on Barack is crazy to me.
Mad disrespectful.
Crazy to me. You raccoon. I don't like that.
People be doing, sometimes people just say and do anything, though, just for, like, a response. You see it on, like, internet all day, on IG and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's always, like, you look at, like, a video like To Dow, the song with Masego and FKJ, and it's got 76 million views and still got, like, 50,000 dislikes. But, like, so many people love the song. It's got to be people that just like, I ain't rocking with it. Just like, it's like, but for why?
Yeah.
You have no reason to. You're just doing this just to be doing something. Just to, like, go against the tide and feel like you stand out. But, bro, you want to stand out, then wear all red to a Crip neighborhood. You'll stand out for sure.
Who's the person who clicks dislike? FKJ? No. The people watching?
People watching, yeah.
Trolls.
So are those the people in the room with Trump, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's like there's a lot of moving parts in this analogy.
Yeah,
Just line
they're the
everything
people.
up.
They're the people that just want to dislike or just want to disrupt the system for no good or reason. But honestly, those could have been actors too. I don't know. I didn't do the research to see whose names were in the building or in the room with him. But I'm not. I don't think that he's above hiring people to act like they're.
He
his
has
supporters.
had like strategically positioned people who would be like Hispanics for Trump, and they're just it's like, why would you bring that?
Oh wait, there was one time where they found out he was doing a promotional commercial, like people who support him are people of color, and these people were like from like Getty Images or something like that. Like his team had literally just took the footage off of online and then like put his stamp on it and shit like that.
I guess
They didn't
not
even like
that.
try hard.
But this was like a Black History Month White House. Like, they had to have been somebody, right? Maybe not.
Could be actors, bro.
I don't know. What do you think? You haven't said anything in like 20 minutes.
I think it was hired. I mean, they had to be hired. I mean, even when he's doing his speeches, like you said, the Mexicans for Trump, whatever, you see them like strategically placed so you can still see him in the background while he's doing his speeches or whatever.
So you think that they were specifically hired as just like some
what was
doctorate
the
looking?
purpose for this visit?
I guess they do that every year. It was like a White House Black History Month roundtable discussion. I don't remember when. Did Obama do this?
I don't remember this. I mean,
He did it every month.
Black History Month
There'll be some
White
black
House. I know, it was just niggas in the White House. That was it.
Somebody else tomorrow.
And it's crazy because when they said that, he was like, "You," and he started like getting like embarrassed. He's like, "I am the first black president." Like
That picture
But I mean,
of him like just kind of looking at like straight at the camera while everybody got their hand on him, like touching the
Weird.
green and praying.
Weird.
It looks like an album cover. It's
Weird.
the hardest flex. If he was really about that
Yeah,
life,
with me.
and I guess he is, like, because if you are constantly promoting an entire different class that is completely disproportionate to a class that is oppressed, and the people around you are from that oppressed class, and they're still like, we believe in you. You actually are that nigga.
That is flex.
That's a hard flex. That's why everybody else is praying, and he looking at the camera like, you know what it is, bitch.
It's like an album that says "Got the vote."
Got the vote.
Got him. Got the demo.
I got niggas.
Just looking straight into Doubter's face.
It's like Martin with Got the Draws, GTV. He got the GTV, got the vote. Ain't nothing you hoes can do about it. Bernie who?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, man.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I'm not a fan, so, you know, it is what it is. So, what else we got, Pat?
Man, we also got, just in terms of black, I don't even know how to transition into this, but Mike Tyson, he just did an interview where he got a little emotional. Now, if you remember Mike Tyson back in the day, it's very, very,
scary.
You know, it's the flip side to see him being emotional and vulnerable.
Vulnerable, yeah.
He basically said that not only does he feel empty without boxing, but he fears the man that he used to be, to the point where he's openly scared of his own old self. So check this out.
I know the art of fight. I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied. That's why I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring. Because I was an annihilator. That's all I was born for. And now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing. I'm working on feeling the art of humbleness. Can you believe in me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all. It must sound cool, like I'm a tough guy. It's just I hate that guy. I'm scared of him.
Mike Tyson was so scary. He scared himself. I never even thought of that was a possibility. But you gotta think. Mike Tyson was a scary ass nigga.
Yeah.
He's still scary.
He's still scary,
If I
but
saw
you
him,
gotta
I'd be
remember. This Mike Tyson
Man.
that was just walking around, it looked like the only person that could just like keep him from not letting loose on everybody was his trainer. He bit a man's ear off. So to think that like we were over here like, man, that nigga's scary, and he was so scary that he went home and was like, God damn, I'm terrified.
I'm wilding out.
I'm scared. I bit the nigga's ear off. He's watching himself on the news, just like, God damn.
This is it. This is it right here. This is where I snap right here. And I just said something said bite that ear.
He's even at home like, that nigga crazy.
I thought it, and I feel like I gotta bite that ear.
No, that's why I couldn't do this interview. I couldn't do the interview.
Yeah, I would have to wait until he reacted, so I know how I need to react to the stuff.
You heard him say like, "This is not funny."
It's not funny. You know, I'm
shit,
just,
my
like,
bad.
Yeah.
Listen, you're right. You're right, Mike. Whatever you say.
I've been afraid of that.
I just, man, dude, like that's so crazy to think, like, because people will willingly take in these fights and knowing they're gonna get knocked out. Like, you know you're about to get knocked out. There's no way you're gonna win this against Mike Tyson.
Right.
And you just like, well, make this $150,000, $250,000, and just go with it. So
Just wake up. All you gotta do is wake up. Yeah,
Because
I
he
mean
feels
that's
like a
the
bitch.
crazy thing about athletes. It's like when they're done doing that thing, he said he feels empty without boxing, and that's crazy. Like I feel like that's got to be a big thing with athletes because
Well, yeah, when you get washed up.
yeah, but rappers,
Or
you gotta
age
think
out.
about it. You gotta think about it. Like
That
a
too.
rapper goes from being made fun of, broke, you know, no one's fucking with him, and then all of a sudden everything changes like that. It's not really like that for athletes. Athletes, like, you gotta think, LeBron James has probably been treated like royalty since he was like 10, 12 years old. Like once these guys, especially these guys that come from like cities that are deeply rooted into sports, like if you're from like Alabama and you're good at football, or you know what I mean, like stuff like that, you are basically a superhero. Like I talked to these guys and they're just talking about how even in high school they went in anywhere, they cut the line. The person just like gave it to everything to them for free. They weren't allowed to take payment, but they pretty much got life handed to them on a silver platter. So to go from the highest level of that, because there are some bench warmers that are treated pretty well, but like to go from the highest level of that and being a world champion, everybody's eating out of the palm of your hands to just kind of just like chilling. That's got to be like a really fucked up mental thing. Like he was the shit way before he knew who he was.
But I mean, he's also like a father, a husband, a creator on a cartoon on Cartoon Network. He had a one-man show on HBO. He was doing like a live play for a while. It's like you would think that some of that would hold some weight in his life to where he doesn't feel empty though.
Definitely successful.
Yeah.
He's not doing
I don't see
nothing.
how you feel. I mean, he said he felt like a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody were to see him, I mean, if you were to know who he was, obviously. But if you see him, you're gonna be intimidated. I mean, he's like big as shit.
He's still Mike Tyson.
He's still Mike Tyson. Yeah, if anything, like nobody thinks he's a bitch.
Right, nobody gonna say it.
That's
Even
why
if they do think it,
That's
they
why
ain't
that
gonna say
clip
it.
is crazy. They're like, you think you're a what? Bitch and Mike Tyson don't usually come up in the same thought.
Yeah, that's
For sure not. But that just shows you how crazy people's passion is, because it's like you said, he does all that other stuff and he's still like, I ain't doing what I need to be doing. It's almost like a deep instinct thing, you know?
Passion thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I want to quickly shout out somebody before we get into the next segment, because this is crazy. We just talked about that black doctor who just found a possible cure for cancer. She cured cancer in mice. Now, people are starting to highlight Ramona Hood, who's FedEx's first black CEO. And she started off as a receptionist at the company.
Wow.
Which is nuts.
That's super dope.
Wow. Most times people don't make it that far.
That's crazy. I mean, I heard that and I was just like,
That's upward mobility for that ass. To
For
get
real.
all the way up there.
She literally went from like, hey, how you guys doing? Who you here for? To like, are you
Answering
here for
phones.
Ramona Hood?
Jesus.
Like CEO though. Like literally.
That's huge.
That's nuts.
Shout out to Ramona.
Ramona Hood. It says they appointed their first black woman CEO, who started off as a receptionist. This happened last Tuesday. They announced it, and she was formerly the VP of Operations, Strategy, and Planning. So she'd been out here. But yeah, she was working at the company for 28 years, and she started as a receptionist back in '91 when she was only 19. FedEx was called Roberts Express because of back then. That's crazy. I didn't know that they were called that.
Me neither.
Albert Express.
And she said she wasn't thinking this was going to be my career and I'd be here for 28 days. I was a young mother. I wanted a job that had a stable shift and would allow me to do college courses as appropriate. But she said, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and climb that chain. She said she climbed the ladder in the business, going from heading subsidiary FedEx truckload brokerage to eventually securing an officer position at a FedEx supply chain in 2016. And then came to back to serve as an official FedEx custom critical, whatever that is. That's fucking nuts.
Started from the bottom, now we here. That's huge.
Insane. Big old shout out to Ramona Hood, man.
Absolutely,
Y'all,
man.
People out here
Making it happen. First
being
black
heroes
CEO,
to people.
Female CEO. Well, yeah, woman CEO.
It's Women's History Month.
Is it? Is
That's
March?
what March is.
Really?
Nice.
I don't know why I've never heard that.
I don't know. It just started.
Did it just start?
I don't know, but I saw.
Oh, I was about to say,
and I was
how
like,
did I
I don't
ignore
remember
that
hearing this
every single year?
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
That's incredible.
Let me ask you a question, Ash. Working in the flight attendant industry, how important was it to get a good night's sleep?
Very.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're not falling asleep at work while people are hitting the butt? Bling!
Oh man, I turned those off.
You turn those off.
You can do that.
I can't wait for this
press it
interview.
too
It's going to
much?
be great. So how did you sleep last night? Let's ask you that.
I think I slept pretty good.
Was that good? Do you typically toss and turn during your sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the reason I ask that is because sleep is very important. People typically don't realize how important sleep is. But the better sleep you have, the better attitude you have, the better ability you have to be productive and happy. And it really depends on that good night's sleep. So if you're struggling to get a good night's sleep, maybe you should try a Purple mattress. Purple mattress. The founders were two brothers who have been developing cushioning technology for 30 years, like on medical beds and wheelchairs. And in 2016, they finally decided to use their patented comfort technology to create Purple, the world's first scientific mattress. Now, Purple mattress will probably feel different from anything else that you've ever experienced before because it uses a brand new material that was developed by actual rocket scientists. It is not like memory foam that you're used to. The Purple material feels very unique because it's both firm and soft at the same time, and it keeps everything supported while still feeling really comfortable. Plus, it's breathable, so it keeps you cool, or it stays cool.
That.
I definitely
needs that.
There's nothing worse than waking up from a good sleep, but in a hard sweat. Ugh.
And you can't go backwards because after you, because I remember when memory foam was like the new science, the new thing in science. Like everybody was like freaking out, and it's like after you've slept on this and you see how like cool it is, you can't really go back. Now memory foam is like, I'm gonna need that purple.
So bougie with everything.
I
always want the newest and the best thing because I'm really about that life. So right now you get to try a Purple mattress 100-night risk-free trial.
100 nights.
If you're not fully satisfied, you can return the mattress for a full refund. It's also backed by a 10-year warranty, and it has free shipping and returns.
And free in-home setup. And they'll take your old mattress out. So if you're lazy like me, that is perfect.
Yes. You're going to love Purple, and right now, all of our listeners will get a free Purple pillow with the purchase of a mattress. That's in addition to the great gifts that they already have in their offering site-wide. All you have to do, is text DIYS to 84888. That's the only way to get this free pillow is to text DIYS to 84888. That's DIYS to 84888. Message and data rates.
Y'all are on your phone already.
All day anyway.
Just go ahead and text. You get a free pillow.
Yeah, and it's about time for you to change up that mattress. If you had the same mattress that you took from your parents' house, you might have moved into a place in college around your sophomore, junior year, and you just went home and grabbed that mattress, and now you're in your work life, and you're still using that same mattress. First of all, you're trifling.
That cracky mattress.
Second of all, it is time to let that go, man. Get this Purple mattress in your life and tell them boys at DIYS sent you.
And get a fitted sheet, too.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Just out here just tucking flat sheets on top of flat sheets.
Here with your
what is wrong with y'all, man?
Cracky mattress.
Stop getting these $24 comforter sets, man. Get you something with a duvet, okay? Get you a thick, nice duvet and get you an Egyptian cotton silk sheet set. Oh, man, I'm out here with it. I have the Egyptian cotton and I have the satin. The satin just feels so good when you get it. Everything feels smooth. When you get the satin sheets and the satin pillowcase. I love it.
I gotta try this.
I'm telling you, I'm bougie as they come. I bring sheets on the road with me for the hotels.
Well, speaking of being uncomfortable.
Oh, fuck you, man.
We gotta talk about this coronavirus, man. It's ruining everything.
It's definitely ruining travel for me, man.
I can't imagine how scary travel must be because if you don't know what coronavirus is, you're way too late at this point. I mean, It is a nationwide epidemic. People are dying. And not only that, there are cases popping up in America. And the first coronavirus case was just confirmed in New York City.
Well, you know, I've been hearing a couple different places. I've heard that they found it out here as well. I heard that the death toll is like 3,000 people right now.
Wow.
And realistically, we probably won't see a realistic vaccine until like September.
What? What are these scientists
Because they have
doing?
to go through 3 trials. And the first trial takes about a month and a half. The second trial takes like 2 to 3 months. And then the third trial. So they said realistically, and this, you know, because it came out like the news broke in January from Wuhan. And then, you know, they went on lockdown, stuff like that. So realistically, they say we may not see anything to August, September at the earliest as far as vaccinations.
It's going to be a sick girl summer. 'Cause this shit is crazy. Apparently, this woman is in her 30s. Just came back from a trip to Iran, and she currently lives in Manhattan. She's isolated in her home, and I don't like this.
Does it scare you a little bit?
I'm very scared.
Well, here's the thing. It is. The coronavirus is different from like getting a cold, right? Because like antibiotics don't work on it. Right, because it's a viral thing, so like they have to find a way to combat it. But what you can do as a community is wash your hands as much as possible. Okay, if you're feeling sick, stay home. Don't go to work as much as possible. If you think you've been exposed, like you're on a plane or something with somebody that might have had it, go to the doctor, but call the doctor first. Don't just go in there into the waiting room where you could potentially spread it more. Call ahead so they'll be prepared for you and they can get you straight in so you don't have to wait in the waiting room. I'm traveling every week. So and Ashley travels too. We can talk about that because she has another cool job that she does that we can talk about on here. What you travel? Tell
weekly.
People. Yeah, what do you do? Tell people what you do. It's random as hell.
It's random as hell, but from breeders to buyers, kittens and puppies and whatever.
You slang them?
Yeah, it's like
She's the pickup. She's the pickup drop off chick.
It's like for
You like stick a puppy up your butt and you smuggle it?
Well, there's a bag.
Low key. No, I got a bag.
So why do you travel as opposed to shipping them?
You've heard so many times when they put them on the plane, you got delays and animals die. Long story short, they're not being fed once you hand them over. So
isn't it colder under the plane too?
Oh yeah, and it's pressurized. So yeah.
So you get a delay in New York, and then you have to get your luggage and bring a dead dog home, or like how does that work? They're just my bad, y'all.
That's why I carry it with me.
But no, like you said, it happens.
Otherwise, pretty much.
They just give it back, like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like,
claim it. Put a towel over it, but like, here you go. They grab it. No, don't open it here because I have allergies.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's really fucked up. So basically, what y'all are saying is two niggas who travel all over this sick ass country are just coming through to the house every week to just possibly infect your boy. And I don't even get the travel experience. These people are going all around fucking Iran and Shanghai and Bangkok. And
Shanghai is not a place. That's
and then
number one.
coming back and then just like, yeah, it's crazy over here. I didn't wear my mask.
So here's the thing about masks. Masks don't work unless you have the medical mask. It's like N95. And typically, masks don't work. It's a certain gauge of a mask that you have to use that actually helps with it. It's like N95 is the rating of that mask. And then also, once a mask gets wet from like moisture from you talking, sneezing, anything like that, it is no longer good. It's no longer blocking any of the viruses that can get through it because it's been compromised. It's like toilet tissue, right? If you hold toilet tissue over your mouth, like it might block something, but the moment it gets wet, now it's vulnerable.
But you're breathing on it all day.
Right, but you're breathing, but there's moisture in your mouth, and you're also talking to people. If you sit next to somebody, you still got the mask on there.
That's what I'm saying. That's moisture.
Right, so once you do that, it's been compromised. So they're saying that you can use it once, but you're not supposed to reuse these masks. They don't work like that.
So you keep a pack of with you.
So what I don't have masks, but I have so many of these. Like when I travel now, I always write down the armrest, I write down the table, I write down the TV and the headrest, I wipe my hands, and then I stuff that in a bag that I always have with me. But I just wipe down because you don't realize how many times you touch your face. Yeah. If it's from like just scratching your ear, your cheek, your nose, rubbing your eye, covering your mouth. Like once you have that germ on your hand and you bring it to your face, now you're putting that germ exactly where it wants to be. Because viruses, they can't get through the skin. They can only get like airborne, and once you breathe in and you put them on your face, then you become susceptible to the virus. So like I wipe down everything, my phone on the plane, my iPad, everything gets wiped down while I'm traveling, as well as the table and all of that. So you just gotta be careful of them, man. Like it's no real way to prevent it other than try to take as many precautions as possible and like wait till September.
I got it. Every time I cough, I think I got it. Damn it. I'm so scared about this. This sucks. This sucks. And there's like a lot of stuff that's being canceled because of this too. Like a lot of merchants getting their shit from Asia. There's like a conference, I think it's like a game developers conference I was invited to that was actually just canceled. Like it's like getting out a lot of things. Sony's like, there's just like a lot of Asian shit that we need. And it sucks, but damn, this is you know what's crazy about this?
What?
This is happening right after Trump's immigration thing.
You know what's even crazier about this? This is happening right after Bill Gates said that there's a disease that's going to wipe out half the population of the earth.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, I guess we might as well go into it then. This is now the conspiracy corner. We stumbled upon it. I guess we were just walking and we made the wrong turn. But here
Wait a second.
are.
Wait a second, before we jump into it, I just want to shout out Chanel Hendricks. She says she just goes around licking doorknobs to build up her immune system.
No, she's the ground zero.
Did you hear the thing?
She's where it started. You have it.
Chanel, go to hell.
You have it. Yeah.
Get out of this damn
Lick
chat
that
right
doorknob.
now.
Lick hell's front doorknob on the way in. You
It's so
disgusting,
stupid.
disgusting, horrible beast. You.
Oh
The immune
man.
system of men that eat ass.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, we.
Coronavirus is nothing.
And
Yeah.
I do say we. We probably like those indigenous people that just put mud all over their hands. For humidity. Like, we've been out here in these fields.
All right, let's get it going.
And she's still alive.
All right, so.
Oh, we got to cue the scary music, right? Cue the scary music.
Oh yeah. Conspiracy Corona Corner. Cue the music.
Jesus.
You had us bring it back.
I
almost
did.
forgot. You should have let us forget about it.
Okay, here we go.
Resident Evil, is it real? Resident Evil, is that motherfucking shit real? Oh, coronavirus, it's not from coronas. You can't get it from drinking beer, you stupid ahona. Is ahona a word?
I don't. Ahona? Maybe a Hawaiian.
Ask your local
Ohana means
Hawaiian.
family.
Ask your local Hawaiian.
If it means something, then I have bars.
Ohana means family.
But
But
Ohona.
See, I thought it's, I don't know, it might be in, what's it called? What's that Pixar Disney movie? Moana?
Moana.
Why was I thinking?
Whatever
All
you
right.
say, except you're welcome.
Are you guys familiar with Resident Evil?
Yes.
Yes.
I love the first couple movies.
So Resident Evil started as a game, okay?
Yes.
It's a game about basically a city called Raccoon City, where a virus was made in a lab and then started to spread to the outside people, causing what was essentially a zombie apocalypse, right? So, if you were to look at the company that apparently made this virus, it's called the Umbrella Corporation. Now, you can see on the all right.
Yep, there that goes.
That's just what happens. That's just what happens. All right. So on the right is the symbol for the Umbrella Corporation. All right. You guys can look it up at home. We'll throw it up later. On the left is the symbol for the company that apparently manufactured the coronavirus. It's literally a color swap,
Me small.
which is alarming. I don't
Yes.
know why they would have such a obvious pop culture
Somebody
reference.
had to bring that up. Like, you know what? Maybe we
little
should change our
obvious.
symbol.
No,
They're like,
did it
yeah,
on
make it
purpose.
blue. It's like, I don't think that's enough.
Yeah.
Raccoon is also an anagram of Corona. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, wow.
But not only that, they are saying that there is. It started as a conspiracy on Twitter, but now a lot of people are taking note of the fact that the coronavirus may have leaked out of a laboratory and wasn't just. Is it?
It's 2 C's in
Yeah.
raccoon and only one in coronavirus. What corona?
And Corona.
Yeah.
No, there's one C in
O-O-N,
raccoon.
C-R-O-N. Yeah, but
It's not R-A.
raccoon, it's got two C's.
RACOON.
Isn't it two? Okay.
Is it 2 C's?
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody
But
write it
you
down.
If
keep-
it's
keep
one
talking.
C, wait, I need to know that because
Right.
they spelled it with one C, so that means
Okay.
they misspelled it just to be right.
Yeah, I'm finna,
in their own fact.
I'm finna see right now because I do not know because I don't often hang with raccoons.
It's two C's
Yeah,
and two
R-A-C-C-O-O.
O's.
Yeah.
Ooh, they spelled it with one C to make their own fact.
Bastards.
Oh, you bent it for your agenda.
So it's a anagram for Coronica. But here's the meat of it. All right. Historically, there is a bunch of literature that says every 100 years there has been a major pandemic. In 1720, there was the Great Bubonic Plague of Marseille that took 100,000 lives. In 1820, the cholera pandemic spread and took over 15 million. Then in 1920, the Spanish flu killed well over 30 million people. And now in 2020, we are facing the coronavirus. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row, right down to the year. And it's crazy how much, I mean, this is just one random meme that connected this with the umbrella thing. But I'm seeing a lot of this historical element bringing the corona back up. And apparently the corona's been out for a minute, but now it's reached like a Super Saiyan coronavirus level. And it's just weird because, like you said, Bill Gates said it was happening. There's a couple of books that referred to it as different things, but said it was coming. And it's just weird when things like this happen, and then you tie in the immigration policy to the point where it's like, okay, now people who thought that was ridiculous might be thinking like, okay, maybe should we keep people from outside countries like out? You know what I mean? Like it's just weird how it's coming together not only with political agendas, but with stuff that was literally predicted. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's a virus. Like, what do you even do? Like, what do you do besides just stay inside?
Have you seen that meme from The Simpsons?
Yeah, I was about to say The
Simpsons.
The coronavirus.
Yeah,
they didn't do it, or they
did one too.
The Simpsons had a coronavirus.
Like 20 years ago.
It was like there was a guy who was like, please don't tell the manager that I am at work with the flu, and then he coughed into a box and they taped it up, and then it was like a juicer, and Homer opened the box and he caught it. And it was basically like it came from China. Like, the whole thing.
Damn.
Simpsons be on it, bro.
Simpsons is, I guess they have just a bunch of like gypsies writing their shit. That's just like, they just fresh off a fortune reading.
They're just being led by a crystal ball to like.
Oh, and it was the coronavirus in there?
Yeah.
It was called that?
No, it wasn't called that.
That's what I.
They changed
the
it.
name I'm seeing.
Yeah, they changed it.
That's
they changed
insane.
it to fit that agenda. Yeah.
That's insane, Asia. But guess what? There's a new poll that reveals that people are afraid of buying actual Corona beer due to the coronavirus.
I bought a case as soon as it became an issue. I went straight to the store. I was like, well, this is going to be my cure.
Why?
I don't know.
Wait, you did the opposite and you
Yes.
specifically sought out Corona?
Yep.
Why?
Maybe they went on sale.
I like Corona. I was like, fuck it. Whatever.
All right, so apparently people are afraid of buying Corona beer because they're terrified of contracting the deadly virus with a similar name, and they literally had to like release a statement that's just like, all right, guys.
That's Mexico. That's
Corona, yeah. This shit ain't. Wait, is coronavirus in Mexico?
No, I haven't heard anything about
I haven't heard any.
Look, it's not connected as far as we know yet.
it. There's nonstop flights from there.
It's not also confirmed that Corona doesn't give you coronavirus.
I don't have it.
Well, I mean, not only that, it's like it's a viral thing. Like
The rim of the beer.
What?
Mm-hmm. The point is,
That's the most sincere I don't know ever.
Point is, wash your hands, guys.
Yeah, as much as possible.
and at the end of the day, it's just like we all gonna die somehow. It's either this or a flood. What would you rather have? I heard there's locusts and all these weird
plagues.
all these plagues going on, and it's just like, yeah, there's gonna be a big ass virus. What'd you think? We have no more polar ice caps. Polar bears are brown. This is all part of it, guys. Don't worry about it. Just don't. If you have it, you have it, and that's about it.
Sorry.
And that's all I have to say about the coronavirus.
That wasn't comforting at all.
No, it wasn't. Thank you guys so much for watching. Damn Internet, you scary. We'd like to thank our guest.
Ashley. I didn't know.
She was like, yes,
You're
thank
welcome.
me. You're welcome.
Make sure you join our Patreon so you can see a first-hand exclusive interview with what's really going down behind the curtain in these planes. I've always wanted to know, so I'm about to get the lowdown of the secrets of a flight attendant.
Yes.
If you will. But as always, I have been your host, Patrick Cloud.
I'm Tahir Moore. We'll see you next time on Damn Internet. You scary.
Ooh, scary.
Mm-hmm.